Hi, my name is Sarah Peterson, and I am a senior at GCU, currently completing my student teaching at a Title I school here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I am loving every minute of it. I just wanted to talk to you today about what my teaching philosophy just kind of encompasses and how it's grown throughout my student teaching. So, something I've always believed is just that I think all students need to feel the love of their teachers. I think that that is honestly almost more important than anything else you ever come across in the classroom. I think it all starts just at that basis of building relationship with your students and loving them through whatever they're going through. And from creating kind of that relationship, I guess, you can grow from that and build on that and teach on that. And that has grown so much throughout my student teaching experience, which is kind of crazy. Um, you don't even always realize that loving your students has such a big impact on them. And especially where I am, I'm at a Title I school, and so there are students at my school that come from wonderful family situations. Everything's great, life is happy, but I do have students that come from families that struggle a little bit more than others. And so helping those students through what they're going through just by loving them can create a huge difference in their lives. Excuse me. Just for example, I have a sweet girl in my class, and she is usually just very on top of things. Things are fairly pretty smooth with her. She's very intelligent, but just last week she started kind of acting out a little bit, acting more agitated and not following directions. And we kind of pulled her aside and we were like, "Hey, like, what's going on? I've noticed that you're having a little bit of a harder time. And usually you're very smart and you always follow directions and you're usually a very good friend to others. But I've noticed that you're kind of struggling with that a little bit. Like, are you okay? Is anything going on at school?" And she was just kind of like, "No, like nothing's happening." And we asked, like, "How are things going at home?" Because we know just based on the relationship that we've built with her that things are a little bit harder with her home situation. Sometimes she comes from a single parent home who they're usually working very late, so it's not very often that she gets to see them. And so we asked, "Is something going on at home?" And she burst out just sobbing because she had not seen her mom in a long time because her mom um, works very late at night. Usually she's asleep, and that was really getting to her, and that was really bothering her. And so through that, I was able to take a step back and be like, "Okay, this is not anything that's just like, children are being snappy. Sometimes they're being snappy. This is something where my student needs to be loved through what's going on in her life, and we need to take a step back and be able to understand, oh, this is happening because of this. It's not something that I've done. It's not my management plan. It's these things happening in their lives. But I want to be there to love them through that and to show that I care." And I love that part about just classroom philosophy and even the management side of things. And taking a little turn on that, the implementation of technology in the classroom, I think, is also huge in today's educational field. And I think that it is growing a lot currently. And something that, quite frankly, I'm still getting used to because I grew up at a school where we did not touch a computer until we were fourth or fifth grade. And now we've got laptops in our classrooms and iPads and smart boards and just all this crazy stuff. And I think, though, at first, I was a little bit skeptical about it. Sorry, teaching all day. But now I actually really enjoy it because I think that it brings a new source of information to students because you're able to pull a lot of those primary resources, videos, like um, radio recordings, games, stuff like that. You can bring those into the classroom, which is so fun. Previously, we would pop in like our VCR when we were in elementary school, but now it's really cool because today I had to quickly pull up a video for just whatever we were working on, but it was so quick and so easy. And honestly, we take that for granted because I have been in classrooms where technology does not work because it breaks. But oh my gosh, it makes such a big difference. And it's cool because students also love that. It engages them, it's what they're used to, they enjoy it. It really, truly can be a wonderful thing. And finally, implementing the Christian world view into the classroom is something that I am very passionate about. I do not work at a Christian school. I work, like I said, at a Title I school here in Phoenix. But that does not mean that I cannot bring Christ into the classroom. You can do it in so many different ways, just through how you act with the students, how you react to the students, morals you teach them, characteristics, standards you have in your classroom. But most of all, coming back to it, just loving your students as Christ loved us, I think is really important. It's cool to talk about. There's so many different things you can do and ways that you can reach out to these students and just care for them, just as Christ has cared for us. And just hope and pray that through everything you are teaching them and in the classroom, educationally, but also relationship wise, just talking and getting to know them, just praying that through that they can be touched by the Lord in whatever way He works. He works wonders. But yeah, so that's my classroom philosophy, my view on technology, and how I can implement the Christian worldview into the classroom. Thank you so much for listening. I'm sorry this video is so much longer than I intended it to be, but I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.